Hey guys, Ray Sample here. Welcome to a little bit of a longer video for y'all. This is a process for building this table, and it's one of the coolest tables I've ever built. I'm not quite finished, but if you get bored of watching this, then you can skip to the end and see where I'm at right now. The results are pretty amazing. This is a 5 and about 3 inches long by 33 inches wide dining table that I'm building for a client in Washington State. And you can see the base is just a beautiful white solid base. And here I am actually drilling a ton of little tiny pilot holes, about 450 of them actually, for fiber optic lighting. And you'll see the result of that at the end of the table here, at the end of the build. But it's just really cool. This was a painstaking process. It took me forever to drill each one, and basically I'm lining up these rocks. These aren't actually the rocks I'm going to use in the end, but I'm lining them up because they're about the right size, and I was looking to make sure that they would cover and I could make the holes disappear, basically, with the rocks. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, is just making sure that my spacing stayed good and I didn't get too close or too far apart. So drilling each individual hole and then getting ready to string the fiber optic cables through each individual hole. So that's what I'm doing here. Sorry about the jerkiness. Put it on a time lapse and just let the camera go while I painstakingly threaded each one. So I initially started with I think 60 strands, and I'm like, oh man, that's not even close to enough. So I went and got a different lighting system that had 450 cables, 450 fiber optic strands, and that worked out a lot better, if I can talk. The reason I like using fiber optics is because the light source can be installed outside of the resin, so you can replace your bulb, your light bulb, and it's easy to access that later. Whereas if you do LED lights or any other kind of light, you're basically needing to string the lights through the resin to get the desired lighting effect. You can install LEDs underneath as well, but there's no way to really goodly well diffuse them, and I wanted this to be a diffused lighting system. You'll see that kind of as I go through. You'll see why I did it this way. Also, the effects of being able to, the motor in the system in the fiber optics allows for the lights to move and create a lot of really unique and beautiful effects. So that's why I chose to go with fiber optics on this one. Yeah, that's dizzying at times, boy oh boy, but it was a lot of fun. You put some music on and you just do your thing. So hopefully you guys will subscribe and watch more of my videos. I'm going to be creating more and more content, and hopefully getting better at this whole commentary thing, so you don't get bored watching me. But let me know how I'm doing. If you want to see more content, or if you'd like to follow and subscribe to my content and see more of my projects, that'd be awesome. I'd love to have that. Love to have you on board. Still stringing lights. This took forever. And it looked like a hairy table when I got done, but you'll see. I feel like the Jeopardy theme song would play well right about now. There we go. Finally. Goodness. So there's the hairy table. And you're thinking to yourself, what do you do with that? So I cut each individual one of those strands right off at the surface of the table. You'll see it here in 2, 1. There we go. They've been cut off and secured in place with resin, so they're stuck in place now. And I'm doing a clear coat over the top to make it nice and level. You can see the lights kind of blinking and flashing there. I used a glove to kind of move everything around and get a really nice layer of clear coat, clear resin over the top. Once that cured, I began placing the river rock. So this is going to be a river rock epoxy table, black walnut on the edges for the live edge river aspect of the resin table. And all of these rocks were placed above a fiber optic cable. So there's about 450 river rocks. This is going to be a really, really freakishly heavy table, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I was a little concerned whether I would have enough light from the fiber optics, but the way the rocks are sitting, it's working absolutely perfectly. You can kind of see that underglow of the table. And here's that lighting system, bunch of different colors, trying out the different colors to see which ones look really cool. I think the red is kind of a really fun glow. I also really like the white, and actually the pink looked really good as a background to the white backdrop of epoxy. But it was such a really, really cool effect. I love the way this is turning out. Can't wait to finish it. The next step basically is to clear casting resin poured up to the surface, and then sand and finish and install the lighting system underneath, create a box for it so it'll sit underneath nicely, and that's it. But I hope you enjoy my videos, and feel free to subscribe and like and share, and please leave a comment, and all of those things help my content grow and get in front of more people. So if you like it, share it. Thanks so much. Come back and see me again. beautyinthewood.art is my website. If you stuck around to the end, I truly appreciate you.